check. Going live with the IG. Check, check. Okay, my mic is on. Streamlabs music is on, even though I can't hear it. It's just an empty void of darkness. An empty void of darkness today. Cool. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're doing more cult crafting. You knew it was gonna happen, but just a friendly reminder: cult crafter is coming. I've been diligently making my work redundant in some ways because, you know, one of those fun things where you realize you need different cards than what you've got, and that's fine. So I think not that. So I have an assassination card that a cultist is like needs to be assassinated. I'm trying, like, this is one of those ones where you're like, go with the sight. Like, I gotta figure out these ways. I don't know, maybe give them a seat. Should they have them? No. Okay. You're gonna have like an obvious like cultist. You know, like those things that like diploma people have. I'm so well educated. You know, like when you get a PhD or something and you have the little like robe thingies. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have. Okay, I'm not gonna show you this. I think they need to be in some like weird cultist robe. It's not like a shirt. Robe. Gonna make this guy look kind of like smarmy and like, you know, it needs to be someone like you don't mind assassinating. Not that you should. I mean, you shouldn't. I guess trying to make the guy look more shifty, he looks more important. Big shit. Have like the sigils on here, and then we'll have a big have a little red dot. still have like curtains behind him? Like, is that like some, we'll give him a podium. Give this like. So this card is called Assassination, and so it's going to allow you to turn the mic up. Mic check. Is this better if I just put it in my face? It's interesting. I think Instagram has a different sound like leveling than like Twitch or the other thing. Can you hear me okay? What up, Brad? How's it going? Oh, man. It gave... Stupid. That gave me, like... Okay, I was like... I don't know what kind of thing you're asking of me anymore. Only because it didn't show me what emojis those were. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I miss the good old Monstars and our championship mug run. That was a lot of fun. Hat going here. So this card is called Assassination. And yeah, that's really what's going on. It's like a card where you get to get rid of one of your opponents. I mean, you can do it to your own. And sometimes in my most recent variation of the game that's getting close to publication, the campaign starts in 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. I now have cards that allow you to, so the Assassination card allows you to basically pick off either one of your own cultists, which might actually be a detriment because we have saboteurs and people who you don't want in your cult. And then there's also so you might want to just pick off your own cultist, but then you might also want to pick off someone else's cultist too, especially high value targets. Sound cut out again. What Instagram? What you doing? Oh, and that's weird. Man, I don't know. Yes, the last time I streamed on IG, my comments weren't going through. So apparently this time I can comment, but I can't I can't talk. Still no sound? That's wild. So, anyway, hopefully the sound's coming through on Twitch. But yeah, so this way you're going to be able to get rid of those pesky high-value cultists. I think maybe... Okay, so obviously the laser beams need to be red. I'm just going to... What's the easiest way to think? It's the same thing. nice thing about this is that like this like transparent pink makes kind of makes sense with the light, because the laser is only like, you know, it's like a little laser pointer, right? It's going to be most effective like when it actually hits something, as opposed to going through. You don't always see like the beam. So that's good. Then do a layer beneath that for this dude. Let's just give him, what color robe should this dude have? Blue, purple. Just like gray, brown robe, brown gray robes, maybe. Because I want like the light to be obvious, you know what I mean? That's the whole like narrative arc of the card, is to show that like there is a soon to be, well, I don't know. You don't know if like, is this a successful assassination? Yes, I need to look, based on the game, on the card, you know what I mean? Based on the card. So, and I'll do shading later. I also want to like redo the line work, but I just want to get this, like these base colors in. Cultists probably wear palette ties, you know, I feel like that's like a pretty solid thing. Palette tie. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you know what? It might actually make sense to do a reddish background, you know? Why? Why would it make sense to do a red background with a red light? Because, like, that's the perfect time to, like, you know, like, why would you use a red target, like, on someone on stage, right? Like, likely someone's gonna shout out, like, there's a shooter, you know? Or like, like, there's a danger. Bodyguards, jump on the thing. But, because it's a red background, maybe they're in the blood cult, then it's not gonna, like, you know, not gonna matter. Right. Then maybe we'll give them like a blue and white striped thing. some eyebrows, doing some hair. Then we gotta figure out what this shadow color is gonna be. Make it look a little creepier, you know, by like really pushing some of these harsh shadows on the dude's face. So, yeah. All right. Just a little bit. Oops. Sorry, a little bit of the hoodie I missed. So, like, does this work? I think this works. Now I just have to actually do the line art. Today's kombucha, Health Aid Citrus Immune Boost. Totally unsponsored and paid for by myself. But quite tasty. Quite tasty, actually. Alright. Now we'll go to work. We'll do the work that I don't want to do. Just redo all the line work. I think I probably increased the size of this brush a little bit too hastily, but think that's like the wonderful thing about this style is that like it allows me to be a little haphazard. I'll like come back and obviously clean some of this stuff up, but I don't have to clean all of it up. That's what I'm saying. And it goes relatively fast too, which is nice. Yeah, whatever. Sometimes it just goes all the way out of control. That's fine. Because the other thing that I'm keeping in mind is that this is like gonna be printed so small. So I'm not like uber stressed about little tiny things when I'm super zoomed in. Like I want to fix all that up, but I'm not stressing too bad. I think that's just like imply a little bit of a curd in there. Okay, fix that. So now it's just actually rendering this and cleaning some of the edges up. That's some line art that needs to be fixed. That's not working. I'll erase that. Basically, it's just like, I'm just making sure the fabric makes sense and reads okay. Like the hood of the hood, the fabric of the hood needs to like extend down a bit. So that's what I'm fixing. Wow, what layer is that shirt on? Oh, it's on the same level as... Sorry. Same level as the hoodie, or like the Colt jacket. And I was like, that's so surprising. It's just like... terrible sound, I'm sorry, humanity. Just trying to get a little bit, you know, a little bit of a closer blend in on some of this stuff. Okay. It's pretty good. Some of that decision making I like, some of it I don't like. Meaning that I like the fact that this one layer, like the shawl should be above the cultist robe, but the skin should be behind it. I mean, it would make things a lot easier for me if I did it that way, but I didn't because I'm dumb. Push it a little bit more. I mean, just make sure that no, it looks more voluminous. This dude looks like someone who, like, most of us probably wouldn't like getting shot. He just doesn't look like a very happy person. You know? Just like, dude, lighten up. Maybe if you didn't hate so many people, people wouldn't be trying to assassinate you. This dude definitely gives me the vibe that, like, he beats his elderly mother, you know? Kicks dogs. Stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's this dude. 100%. I think I added another one because I think compositionally this is kind of more interesting, but realistically it's that like in the game you definitely succeed with the assassination because like there's no like fail states in the game cards, like you don't have to roll for anything, so like this dude is definitely like not gonna make it out if he's like, you know what I mean? So it's not like this guy can duck and roll. This dude is going down for sure. What's up, cousin Dave? Whoa, what happened? Come on, man. Thing is not. My computer is tired. I've been working it so hard, so hard. Working it so hard. God. Almost. Just trying to. Oh, thanks, man. Hope you're doing well too. Just making card game stuff, my friend. And it just happens, you happen to pop on like while I'm making an assassination card. So yeah, it was fun, I guess. Hope you're doing well too. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's. Some like weird cult letters. There are sigils on my own design. Yeah. Shibumi. Wow. Yo, thanks for the can't see because my thing is too small. Oh, resub. Thanks, Josh. What's up, homie? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. How's it going? That's weird that I still do not necessarily like Streamlabs. I don't know. Music is too loud again. What is going on? How is that? Is that okay? You know, on my side, given the little, like, music bars, it should be not too loud. But, oh, you got 2 kittens? 2 new kittens? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. I'm glad this is better. Oh my gosh. Did you have kittens before? You had a dog. You have a dog, right? Or I thought you had a dog. Oh, you had a cat. Passed away. I'm sorry, man. That is some tough stuff. Not gonna lie. Is that too? Yeah. If he was the Nazi, he wouldn't have that. I feel like. You know what? I want to have a circle. How old are the kittens, dude? Fun news. Oh, a year old? That's cool. That is still pretty young, from my understanding. So not, yeah, they're not like tiny, but they're still young. They're still like prowling around, getting into trouble and stuff. Nice. So wait, do they not have names at the SPCA, or do you want to give them new names? I mean, they're young enough that you could give them new names, for sure. I opted not to rename my cats. One, because they had cool names, but also because, like, mine are, like, or like 2. So I was like, that's kind of maybe not like super great to rename them. But, oh, yeah. If you already had a Charlie, it makes sense to switch it up a bit. What kind of vibe do they give you? Do they have like a Francisco vibe, or like, I don't know, like what other, like, I don't know, like Mike, my cat, he has less of a Mike vibe and he has more of a Mikey boy vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the vibe is all good. You know what? I kind of want to like, while I'm here, I'm gonna brighten this top layer up a little bit, I think, because it is going to get hit with more light than that bottom piece. So I don't know, maybe what other, I don't know. Do you have an idea? Like, do you have ideas for names? Or are you still just like very much like, we'll see? Oh, there's like a red color. Hard to tell. Yeah, they're still a little skittish. Do you, like, how long did you get them ago? Like today you just got them? Or like you literally just brought them back? Days? Oh, yeah, they're still like, why am I here? This is wild. I don't like, who are these people? I'm a baby cat. Wah. I'm gonna give this guy demon eyes, so you're not like super sad that he's getting like assassinated. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, yeah, that's a huge house. Did you like, are you keeping them like in one area, or did you just kind of let them go like buck wild? I heard like, I mean, like we tried to keep ours in like the bathroom, which is like the smallest room in our place for like, but part of the problem with Mike and Eleven when they got home is that like they were just like, I am going to hide under the couch, so don't worry about me being in a small room. And also, to be honest, we freaked out because we had never had cats before, and so like when we were bringing them home, Mike was just like screaming nonstop, and like the shelter was only like, it's like a 5-minute drive away. 8 minutes. It was literally 8 minutes. We timed it, and we were like, bro, this dude is like so not feeling it. And so we just let them out as soon as we got home, and then they hid under our couch, and we're like, well, so much for like giving them a territory that they can like feel chill about. And then yeah, I don't know, kept in one area last night. Yeah, stayed under the bed. That's cool. Are they siblings? Are they like a bonded pair? Or did you just get two? And now they're like, who is this? I have a new sibling cat. Wild. Name one of the bonded but not siblings. That's cool. I love that one of them is named Creature. Like, yo, Creech. Come on. What you doing, Creech? Why you like that? Why you being like that, Creech? Creature. Something that pairs well with Creature. That's fun. Chupa and Cabra. That's good. I like that. You know, to be honest, I was just thinking creature and feature. So you've got a little creature feature going on, you know. Plus, I like rhyming names, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Or like... Wait, Josh, do you watch One Piece? I know we've talked about this before, but I don't remember. Do you watch One Piece? And specifically, have you watched One Piece through Eni's lobby arc? Oh, you don't watch it? Okay. I'm not, like, this doesn't spoil anything because it's totally not like it's totally just like this joke that they use like a few times. It's literally 3 times in 2 episodes over like that happened in the grand scheme of like, you know, they have like almost 1100 episodes now. But anyway, there's a fucking character named like I don't think it's Michael, I think it's like Moikel. And then it's like these 2 ruffian kids. One's named Moikel, and the other name is Hoy Moikel or something like that. And I fucking love that. I think it's like the funniest thing ever. And I really do think that Moikel and Hoy Moikel could be like something like that, like super ridiculous, something weird. If Mike and 11 weren't named Mike and 11, I might name my cats Moikel and Hoy Moikel. But I kind of didn't want to do that to 11, and make 11 Hoy Moikel. I think it would also confuse them. But I don't know, you could do something like Bangers and Bash. That one's kind of good. Those are cool names too. Bangers, the other one's Mash. I get like the not wanting to name them after food though. That's like, you're like, don't worry, cat, I'm not gonna eat you. Okay, assassination art I think is done. Okay, wait, I need your input. No, not that. Where is it? Okay, so you know, I don't know if you were on stream when I made this one, but okay, so this was originally for a card called Ritual Rot, and now I don't need a Ritual Rot card right away. So I could still use it as a Ritual Rot, but I was actually thinking this might be for a card called Resurrection. Do you think that makes sense, or do you look at that and be like, that art looks weird? I've answered my own question. Never mind. I think this can't be the Resurrection card. I think I have to do... I'm just trying to save art that I've already made, but I don't think so. I don't think this works. Bangers and Mash. Okay. You don't even have to answer that if you don't want to. Yeah. You almost, it's almost, you just need to ask the question. You know what I mean? It's almost just like, hey, question. And then you're like, do you need to know? And you're like, no. Okay. Okay, resurrection. What's this gonna look like? What is this gonna look like? I don't know. I'm gonna blue line it today. What are we going to do for resurrection? Okay, so should I could go Frankenstein-y with this. You know what I mean? And like have it be like electrodes and like electricity resurrection. This could be like oh, and what's up? C Boogie? I don't know if you're still here, but I saw you. I see you. What's up? Dang, I totally missed it because your name and Josh's name looked exactly the same. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this on here while I think. Is it gonna be like a juice type resurrection? You know, like Lazarus Pit style, where like a dude like is coming out of like a green slime river, and you're like, I'm healthy again. Do you think it's like zombie resurrection? Where like a person's like crawling out of a grave. That could be fun just to do, but I don't know. So there's zombie resurrection, goop resurrection, I'll call it, aka Lazarus Pit. Like Frankenstein resurrection. I guess there's like occult ritual resurrection. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to think of like what would be kind of a fun car. I kind of have this idea of like a guy setting up on a table being like, oh wow, what happened, guys? But then he has like a huge fucking hole in his stomach. He's just like, hey, I feel great. Like, I'm back. And then he has like a massive crater in his chest or something. That's kind of a funny idea. Like, I'm back, everybody. That kind of makes me chuckle. What's a click list? What shall I do? What shall I do? Somebody tell me what to do. Okay. So I think there's part of me that's like, oh, what if it's just like a person, like, Maybe it's a mix of both. Maybe there's like, this is like a bubble. Like she's in some vat of like goop, you know? Or viscous, like of water or something. But then like... like her arm, she's like regenerating an arm or something gnarly. Something like that. Obviously, I have like to fix her hand. See it actually curl around her. I think, yeah, it's like one of those stretchy tubes. What about for your cats if you did rest and erection? And you're obviously spell erection with a U, not with an E. So you're not yelling about, you don't have to write out like, my cat is erection, but rest and erection. Don't do that. That's a mean thing to do. Okay. What else would be cool? Cat names. Alright, this one should be... Okay, what color do we make the goop? I assume bright green goop, right? Right? We can do a bright green goop. Very, like... substancy, you know? And so I'm going to do differently. Last time I blocked in the color, but I'm going to do the line work first. It's like that arm's way too long. That's not too bad. I really wanted to, like, for simplicity's sake, have her legs together, but, like, realizing that she needs to, like, appear floating, having her, like, off balance on this leg, I think is the right call. I'm just making sure, like, that, like, this tube doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I'm just kind of, like, sort of winging it, but by having it sort of bend and, like, and kind of come back around and stuff, I can give it a little bit more of the idea that it's, like, floating kind of there. As she's, like, suspended in the water. If that makes sense. Of course, actually draw the outside of the glass. We can kind of want, like, this little green glow to make it feel like the juice is, like, you know, the juice needs to feel the juice needs to feel like it's light and illuminating. So I'll throw that gradient behind it, and then I'm actually going to do the painting layer underneath this big green layer. I'm going to turn this probably opacity down a little bit. So then I'm going to turn off this so I can see, and I'll paint first. Just like a gray swimsuit. I think it's still relatively lit from above. Just give it some form, and then we'll I'll try to give her a nice rich, that's like, you know, warm brown skin tone. Wrong layer. There we go. Yo, what up, Kissy? Thanks for the raid. Skeeting on in. How's it going tonight? I hear you got some new kitties, huh? I'm doing well, just trying to get ready for the card game. I'm supposed to launch on a backer kit in yeah, how are you? It's exciting. But other than that, how you doing? I like that you come in just as I'm like fleshing out this madcap, another weird illustration, obviously. Sluggy McSlug, hydrate, thank you. Today's beverage of choice, Health Aid Kombucha, Citrus Immune Boost. Look at me pitching something that they don't pay me for. Yo, what? Healthy, yeah. I mean, it's still, kombucha has a decent amount of sugar in it, so it's not like, not like the most healthiest thing, but like, I'll take it. Yeah, 16 grams of sugar per bottle. That's like, I mean, it's not, ain't nothing. Oh, thanks, Kissy. Whoa. Thank you. I missed part of your name, but thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, so for everyone who is unfamiliar with this, this is for a game called Cult Crafter. Da da da! See Cult Crafter coming soon. Cult Crafter is coming. This is one of the gods. Like, the artwork for the game is actually like that, but I was like, I don't know. This guy feels like the type of dude that would have a cardboard sign around his neck. You know what I mean? Like, and then like this is the card we did earlier, Assassination. It's the action card. Okay, yeah, no worries. So yeah, so I'm doing a bunch of card art. It's a tabletop card game. The next stream I do this Saturday at like 11 a.m. Pacific time, aka 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern. I can do math. Me and a bunch of other people were part of Backer Kit's Pocketopia, so they're pocket-sized TTRPGs, board games. So it's me and a bunch of other game designers, and some of us are going to be streaming about our campaigns, which are all kicking off March 13th. So if you're here now and you can ask questions, but if you have any questions and are free this Saturday, that is the perfect time to actually see the full kind of like quick presentation. I should actually have some of the so this is just like the card art. I'll have kind of like digital prototypes of what the cards actually look like, which should be fun. Okay. So I want to just check my colors with the green overlay. Like that. Nah, a little bit more. Nah, too much. 40 is too much. 26, maybe too much. I'm just messing with the opacity. That feels good. 18%. That's very light, but fun. Okay, so turn that back off now. New layer. Create clipping mask, and then we get to render a little bit. Yeah, so cultist crafter. The idea is that I have this mythology of demon gods, and they each have a different attribute. So there's 7 attributes: blood, bone. So I have these demon gods, and the purpose of the game is that you're like a head cultist competing with other head cultists to see who can strike out on their own and create the most profitable cult, because you're going to be trying to bilk people out of their money in the form of tribute. And so there's like action cards, so these are 2 action cards. This is a resurrection that allows you to take a discarded cultist and play it in your thing. This one, assassination, will allow you to pew a cultist that you own or someone else's owns, which is kind of interesting. And the reason why you're like, well, why would I pew my own cultist? And the reason being is that there are cards in the cultist deck where like they're basically like saboteurs and traitors. Actually, you know what? This would be bright because it would be like pressed up against the glass is kind of what I want to make it look like. So anyway, sorry. Yeah, that's a dude. I just want to get some light now on the form. render this leg a little bit better. Get the top of her forehead. Okay. Then we can also new layer, clipping mask. So for the hair, we can add shadows in here and highlights and stuff. But yeah, so that's the game. Which I say not 100% knowing where I last was talking about things. Yeah, so you get cultists, and then you different sects, and you have idols, and you have a god you worship, and you're trying to match the cultists that you're playing with the same attribute that the god that you worship, and then you count up whoever has the most tribute at the end of the game, and the richest person wins, just like in capitalism. So very much a reflection of our modern times, if you will. Add a little bit of detail to the hands. And the other thing too is that I know that this what layer is that on? Oh, okay, it's on this layer. So I can move this one. I know that this is going to be printed really tiny, so I'm not super worried about making sure that like every detail is visible, if that makes sense. Plastic. Oh, and then what I also wanted to do is I want to fill in bubbles, but I also am going to make them I was trying to do everything with one brush, but we're gonna switch things up. Some of these bubbles, like those bubbles, I'm gonna put it above this bright green layer, and I'm gonna take down the opacity a little bit. And then there's another layer underneath the green, meaning these bubbles are like a little bit farther back. I am going to vary the opacity. And I am going to actually render a little bit on some of these larger bubbles. Because bubbles, like, they're not just round, they're translucent, and they're and they have their own highlights and form shadows. So while I have like the bubbles without lines, I'm just like gonna add extra bubbles. Oh, thanks for the spam, favorable. Appreciate it. Just kidding. If I was using Twitch, I had to delete that. I apologize. But alas, alas, it is what it is. All right. I'm like a little bit. I kind of don't want to like bump up the highlights too much on the swimsuit. I realized I wasn't really doing a very good job there though, because there should be some light, at least on the top straps, probably on the top of the breasts. And then we could. Then we're also going to get highlights kind of as her leg pulls the suit up. Yeah. Alright. I don't want to try to make it like, I don't know. My thing with like painting like women is always trying to make them not like overtly sexualized, you know? And just when you're like, oh, let me hyper render like the form of a boob, you can easily go too far. So, trying not to do that. Save as resurrection art. Alright. That's fun. Yeah, I think that's cool. That's cool, guys. Actually, just like adding texture there. That's kind of fun. I think that makes it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna trust that works. Oh, you know what I need to do, which will sell this? Just to have a little bit of a like reflection on this glass to I'm gonna turn it down a little bit just to give it some like some depth and a little bit of roundness. I should push it more, to be honest, like have a little bit of a maybe reflected shadow or something on this side, or like there's like something in a person looking like whatever, but like you don't want to do it if you're not confident, or not if you're not confident. You don't want to do it if if you're not thinking deeply about why you're doing that and what that is supposed to be. So there is a part of me that like I could draw the silhouette of a person here that it's reflecting as a shadow, and that would actually make a little bit of sense. But I kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do that, and I might just want to like leave it be as is, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's call that. Let's call this as the illustration. That's sort of fun. Oh, you know, no. I'm not done. Not done yet. I kind of. kind of want to make the new flesh a different color. The reason being is that, like, when a limb has been lost, like, I want this to look like the arm is growing back, right? Like, that's kind of the idea behind Resurrection. And, like, yes, you have a title, so it's not super, like, it doesn't have to stand on itself because it's only going to be seen in context of the Resurrection. But I do want to put some, like, blues and pinks and purples in here because that's often when new skin grows, it's often like kind of like this shiny pink on scars before that's usually kind of even devoid of even if you have a really dark skin tone, a lot of times scarring will be of a lighter value. So I think I'm going to do that. It also makes I think the piece a lot more interesting because now there's like some simultaneous, not simultaneous, there's some complementary colors going on. Not everything is simultaneous contrast because that's only when that is a effect of complementary color scheme. Get some reds in, purples with this yellow and green, and I think already that made the piece like way better. So that's what we're at, team. That's where we're going. So given that, we have. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the assassination because my computer won't survive it. I'm gonna do one more thing today, and that is an offering of blood. So I have this idea of just like this cake. It's like okay, so it's like this tank that is just like, I don't know, it's like a big tank of blood, right? Like I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's like a big blood thing. And then I'm not going to sketch it out. I'm just going to do the work on this. But yeah, I'm not that good. I'm just like making sure this is still not great, but like, I'm not great at it because I didn't do it enough. But like in art school, they tell you just like practice drawing ellipses because as an illustrator, you need to know how to do ellipses. Practicing drawing ellipses is the dumbest thing ever. Damn it, they were right. They were right. After all, stupid teachers who like fucking know what they're doing. think there's gonna be like ornamental things, like writing on this. This doesn't add to me, but this drawing ellipsis. Alright. Whoever they hired to do their iron ore, not very good. They should be fired. So you're going to be able to see inside the top of this glass jar. Say if it goes up to here, come down, you'll actually see the top of it inside. And I would, to be honest, I would approach this differently if I was like, well, this would still be the same way I would approach this sketch. I would likely approach this differently if this was a like a painting, like more of a traditional painting. Not that this isn't a painting. So I'm also making some giant, like, throne thing, too. Sits on the floor. I did such an ornate, like, not even ornate. I need to if anyone cares. That, hopefully that shows up. Yeah, that's my, this is the campaign. If you want to join and learn more about the game, you can sign up there on BackerKit. I am not a very good designer. Like, I'm not like a concept artist. I suck at designing like stuff like this, but sometimes I would rather just paint monsters because I like monsters, but you know, sometimes oh, you know what resurrection. Okay, I figured it out for this one. That there's gonna be the thickness of the glass, y'all. Yeah, we'll do it on this bubble layer. You're gonna get like kind of the color of the liquid, but it's gonna be like a lot more lighter. was interesting to see where it skipped. Yep. So now it feels like we can actually see the thickness of the glass, because the glass is like this, right? And as it comes around, when you get to the edges, you like if it's thick glass, right? Like a bottle like this, you're not really gonna see it. You might see it a little bit, but like the thickness of glass that's going to sustain the pressure that needs to be like thick glass. So liquid, and that's what I'm trying to show with that one size. So I have to do that in this one too. Nope, black. But we're gonna make it a super thick glass. Why? Okay, so then we're gonna have I want there to be like a plaque here. That has like this blood. All right. Painting time. Painting time. Let's go. All right. I'll just have this. Then what I'm gonna do, and then like blood is very viscous too. Blood is pretty thick, so you're not gonna see through it a whole lot. But I'm trying to just like imply that like we're looking, there's light coming, hitting the top of it, and that's why that area is slightly lighter. And it's lighter on the edges, and it's just super blood thick in the bottom. And we'll do like streaks of blood on the glass. This is probably what, like a bronze, would you say? feel like I'm tempted to also make this like a patinaed copper, but I like the idea of it being bronze for some reason. Like bronze isn't even like it's probably the worst material for making a blood containing vessel. I don't know. Does bronze react to metal? Anyone know? I don't know. I feel like it like changes color too. It's not quite like copper, but I think the light is going to be kind of shining directly on it because if this is for an idol, and idols are things that cultists worship, so it sort of makes sense to have them be painted like oh, they're a big freaking deal, you know. So the light's kind of coming from the front into the top. And gonna give us enough, just enough to start to actually make the bottom of that, but it's okay. And then rendering a little bit of a shadow for all of these round dots, or like decorative bulbs, I guess. But I think more importantly is finding the highlight color for these. It's going to catch the light sort of right in the middle, this top. There we go. Top of this, going to catch light. Outline in these illustrations. And if I was not keeping the if I wasn't keeping the line. way easier to do the light on one layer than you do like shit. That really like makes a strong case for a very specific lighting pattern. This top, the light's strongest going this way, so like it's gonna be slightly more brighter on the right side. Shadows a tad bit darker on the left side. I like this idea that it's imperfect because it's like someone it's kind of like someone set up this light, but it, you know, they got it in the frame, but they didn't like quite get it. That's kind of what it feels like to me, and you're like, oh, like that's kind of a funny idea. Fancy. That's kind of fun. Alright. That actually... You know what? I kind of want that... I don't know, like... Okay, if you got something etched in bronze, like a giant sign, like this blood thing, would you paint that? I don't think you would. I kind of want to think I would paint it, but I don't think I should paint it. But I do think... that, like... I think there needs to be, like, some hints of, like, old dried blood on this thing. Like, it looked too clean. Like, just a few drops here and there. It's just like the it gets a little... Alright. And then... I'm adding like a real light red hue to that glass. It shouldn't line up exactly with the circumference of the pool of blood, but it should, you know, it's just a little bit of extra reflected color. And you could argue that this top part would actually just have, it would be a little warm. Because, I don't even know if you could see it, me adding that. But the reason behind that is because if light's coming from the top and it bounces off the blood and then goes up and hits this metal, it would cast like a red light on the inside. So even though it's like, I don't know. That's just what's going on. And also, I realized it would also, the light, a lot of the light down here that's directly next to the big vat would be tinted red from the blood. The light coming through, so. Like, that's probably gonna be reflected light, probably won't see too much, but like, you wouldn't see that. Yeah, it's just like reflected light. It makes the piece a little bit more interesting. I think on Instagram my video is frozen or something, I don't know. That of although I'm kind of thinking from a card perspective. Ooh. That's kind of nice. The blue makes the red pop a little bit more. I'd have to change the color of the painting a little bit, go in there. I don't know, maybe like a soft pink light. A soft red light. I mean, this is very much a blood oracle. Or an offering of blood. Yeah. Other one is more blood sacrifice. I like this. I like this little pink bit. Let me just see if I can, you know, I might be able to just do yellows and turn them a little bit more. And then look, voila! It all is equal and it all is together, harmonious. I could do bubbles in the blood, but I kind of like it just being, it's like been sitting here. It's just like this vacuum sealed touch. Like, in my mind, I actually could put something here for scale, but in... Put it on the ground. I would really like to raid, but I'm not logged on into Twitch in this weird oh shit, move it. I was all like, yep, to send you to. We can go someplace else. That's me. Oh, Aria's stream. We should go jump on her. I don't know, because this is gonna go to YouTube, and so if you're watching on YouTube, which I don't think you are, but I don't know if you are. Because I don't know how this thing works. Nope. Nope. Why did it just... would send you to her.